Hey dudes, how's it going? Welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining us today on a little devotion. If you don't know what that is, it's effectively a Bible study with lots of time to think and connect with God and apply what we're learning. And the theme of today is salt and light, looking at Matthew chapter 5 verses 13 to 16. And if I was going to start this video like it was a speech, I would probably say that Urban Dictionary defines saltiness as a bitterness against someone else, perhaps inspired by jealousy. However, biblical saltiness is actually a really good thing because it means that you are acting out what you believe, you are really full and purposeful, you're doing what you should, and that is really good. But I'm not going to do that little speech because it's quite cliche, but I will keep it in because why not? That's fun. So jumping into Matthew chapter 5 verse 13 to 16, it says, "You are the salt of the earth. But if the salt loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is no longer good for anything, except to be thrown out and trampled underfoot. You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." So think of something you love. Maybe if you are a football lover, you will show that in many ways. Maybe you like playing FIFA, you like going to football matches, you like watching football matches, you like talking about football matches, you like listening to football on the radio. Endless possibilities. So in that sense, you would be really salty. And God wants us to be salty for him, because God recognises the problem with inauthenticity, when you don't actually act out what you claim to believe. So if you claim to be a football lover, but you didn't go to any matches, you didn't talk about it, you never showed that you were really happy when your favourite team won, people would probably question how much you actually love football. So God is saying we are all the salt of the earth. If we're going to claim to be Christians, then we need to be living that out. You need to be like a city on a hill, active for people to see what's going on, to be able to witness your love for God really openly. Because God knows the power of that kind of thing. He knows how much people are influenced by that. He is so full of goodness. And when we become a Christian, that goodness is in us. And he wants people to see it. He wants people to come to him and to love him back. And so when we become a Christian and we have that light in us, God's like, well, go off and show it to other people then. Let's just get more people in the family. Now, if you're a Christian or you're interested in Christianity, the likelihood is there's been someone in your life who has been that light, they've been that salt, and something about them just inspired you and just connected with you and encouraged you to pursue faith. You could be that person for someone else. You could be that person for multiple other people. So today it would be really great to just explore that and just reflect on where you are. How are you doing in certain areas of your life at being that light and being that salt? So pick some areas of your life that are really key right now. Maybe it's school and education, friends, family, non-Christian friends, church. How much of a light are you to those people in those situations? And we're going to measure this in a little star system. So 3 stars is when, three stars is when you are just on fire for the Lord. You're doing just a great job. You're really being that light to people. We are going to translate that using the imagery from this passage. That is you being a town on a hill. Everyone can see you are shining, you are working, people can see what you are doing. They are getting influenced. It's great stuff. Whereas if we hop over to star number 1, maybe your faith is just very private, it's a bit delicate at the moment, you're not really open about it, you're not being bold and confident. Maybe that's like Shrek's swamp or something, whatever you like. And then there's somewhere in the middle, maybe let's say a bus stop. You know, there are people coming by seeing what you're doing, but a lot of the time, who are you really showing off to? So take a moment to just reflect on your life and rate yourself in those areas. And then ask yourself, why? Why am I 1 star here and 3 star there? Why am I not higher? Now, don't feel any pressure to be crazy high in all these areas, because I recently did this activity with a whole bunch of youth workers. Like, this is their job to do these things, and personally they're all committed Christians, and no one in that group had 3 stars in every area. The important thing is just to be really aware of where we are and just continuously coming back to Jesus, to rely on him, for God to just power us up and equip us and resource us to just go forward and be salty again. And once you've had to think about that and you've got an idea of why you are, how you are in certain areas, maybe thank God for the areas of 3 stars where you're just really being able to do his works and things are going really well and you're seeing the fruit, the good things come from that. Or maybe where it's more difficult, you're 1 or 2 stars, pray for courage to be bold and not to be scared by the people, but to have your security rooted in Jesus. Whatever it is, just be praying that God will be helping you through that and equipping you with what you need to persevere. But don't forget that every time you are faced with some kind of trial, things are difficult, and you just push forward and you just keep pursuing God, keep declaring who he is, both outwardly and personally in your own life, that is honestly just so amazing, and God absolutely loves it. He recognises that in you. He's so pleased with you when you do that, and it just shows so much your faith with him and how much you love him, and it's just honestly the most beautiful thing. So I hope this is helpful for you guys, just a little activity to self-reflect, and if times are really tough and you're finding these kind of things difficult, just persevere with it. God is so powerful, and every good thing that you do, even if you don't see the results that come from that, it is putting good into the world, it is glorifying God, and God is using that. So don't be discouraged, because God is at work. He's always at work in the finer details, and the more you do to be a city on a hill, the more he's going to be glorified, the more people are going to see his goodness and naturally just want to be drawn into that light. So yeah, really hope this helped you guys. Like this video if you liked it, comment your comments, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.